Hi, I'm Luke Tanaka, and I'm here with Elmhurst women's basketball coach Tethnie Carrillo. Coach, a 2-0 week that started with a win over Augustana. The Vikings, a really tough team, got ahead by 8 or more on a couple of occasions. How were you able to close that gap each time they made on a run?
You know, Augustana is a really good team, and it's really hard to go on the road and play at their place. And, you know, our girls I would say the defensive end is definitely what we had to rely on. Some of our shots weren't going, and they were they were, I guess, shooting really well. So we really had to dig in on the defensive end to claw our way back.
And it was the defensive end that really got you back in the game. But you call timeout, go down by 10. It's the biggest deficit you've had all game. What's the message in that timeout?
You know, it was really just gut check time at that point. You know, it was either they're going to sit down, defend, and us stop kind of making some silly turnovers on the offensive end and really valuing the possession of the basketball, or we were going to lose the game, and they really definitely stepped up on both ends.
Well, you allow only 5 points after that timeout, and you respond with a 20-5 run. The defense limits Augustana to just 1 of 9 from the field and 3 turnovers. Did something click? I mean, I know you said something changed, but did something click after that timeout?
You know, I think the girls, they hit some key shots, and I would say clutch shots for sure at the end, and then Augustana missed some free throws at the end also, which kind of helped us get back into the ball game.
And then your Michaela Coomer, Michaela Eppard scored 17 of your 22 fourth quarter points, and was specifically talk about Coomer, who had a season high 16 points. As a transfer coming in, what makes her so effective on the offensive end?
You know, she's just really offensive-minded player, and she's a player that can stretch the defense because she can shoot threes, but she can also go in and post up. So I think she creates a lot of mismatches on the defensive end, which creates a lot of opportunities for her.
And then you completed your 2 longest CCIW road trips heading to Milliken on Saturday. You're able to shoot 57%. What was the key to success in shooting from the floor?
You know, the girls really just were very unselfish. They passed the ball around, and they've been really getting into the gym this past week and getting in some extra shooting. And I think the combination of extra shooting and unselfish play really allowed for some great shots.
Perhaps one of the more jaw-dropping stats in this game was 6 of 6 from three-point in the first half, and 8 of 12 for the whole game. And in non-conference play, you shoot under 30% from three-point range, and now all of a sudden, each game you've shot over 30%, including 8 of 12 against Milliken. What's switched? Is there something, a light that's gone off, or what's changed in these last 3 games since the calendar turned to 2016?
You know, I really think a little bit the extra shooting they've put in has paid off. We've been working on some passing drills too to get our shooters the ball in the correct position to shoot it, because I think our passing had been a little weak in the non-conference. And you know, Claire Monroe was perfect in the first half from the three-point line, and she's really gotten in before every practice, and either before or after, and stayed in and really got a lot of three-pointers off. So I think to her credit too, and with everyone else, they've just been putting in the extra time.
And coming up, you get to stay home, nice after a couple of long road trips, and you get Carthage and Wheaton. But let's start with Carthage. What's the key to defeating the Lady Reds? They always seem to play you tough.
Yeah, you know, they have exceptional shooters from the outside, and that stretches the defense a little bit. And so when you have to sit out there and defend that far out, even deeper than the three-point line, that also allows for their bigs to have a little bit more space to move around. So we really have to just sit down and defend on Wednesday because they are a great offensive team.
And then comes in 10-3 and 2-1 in the conference, Wheaton, and their star player Katie McDaniels. How do you stop, or even maybe I guess I should say slow down a player like Katie McDaniels?
Yeah, Katie's such an exceptional player. She always usually has really good games against us. So we, again, have to really make sure that we focus and we sit down and just guard from the outside. She's one that can get to the basket off the drive, but also shoot the three. So she definitely is a challenge defensively.
Well, congrats on completing the 2 longest road trips with a 2-0 record, and enjoy the stay at home this week.
Thank you.